Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To us being done here.
Oh, I'll eat those. You guys can have those.
I'm gonna eat a couple of these, but I'll give it to Zach. I kind of hoarded a few bags. I hoarded a few bags of these a few weeks back.
They're more dark in there?
No.
You should tell your mom I like the dark chocolate. I'll get sick of them eventually.
So I about called you Steve. Wow, that would have been weird.
No, it wouldn't
Yes,
have,
that does
it
that.
wouldn't
He's
have been
gonna want to
horrible.
eat those.
Not you, I was talking about Matt. I almost called him Matt Steve.
But it wouldn't have been unusual. They're brothers, after all.
So you want to read that?
I will. We should be preparing to evacuate the station.
Are you
joking?
Do they know how dangerous the X are? How quickly they reproduce?
The Federation has taken an interest in the X and SAX. They believe this life form has endless potential applications.
This is ridiculous. The X are heartless abominations.
Oh, shit.
What potential could they have?
It is not necessary that you understand such matters. The Federation is coming now. You should just leave quietly.
Yeah, right. This is madness. They won't stand a chance here.
This is Sparta.
This station will devour them. What could be worth the risk?
Capturing the SAX, of course.
Are you serious? Do they really think they can succeed?
It will certainly be difficult. They don't expect your help. They knew you'd try to destroy the SAX. That's why they stopped sending you support data. The plasma beam modification was ready some time ago. But
that's like the biggest dick move ever.
Right? But they withheld it to keep you from engaging the SAX. Yet somehow you restored that function on your own. They also tried to withhold the diffusion missile upgrade because they didn't want you to grow too powerful. But they had already sent it and you tracked it down. Bravo, Samus!
They must cancel this mission. Open a channel to HQ. I won't let this happen.
They are already on their way.
Oh, thick.
Fools! God,
Fool!
are some
You gotta be a villain to say that.
As soon as the Federation ships land, the X will overwhelm them, absorb their knowledge, and steal their ships. That's pretty much what she's saying here.
Oh, well, that's...
As soon as the Federation ships land, the X will overwhelm them and absorb the knowledge and power of their occupants. The X are just waiting for the hunt to begin, and then they'll spread across the universe. Galactic civilizations will end!
That's so corny. It's like a really corny line.
It's a classic. The X hunger for form, knowledge, and power. They mimic these perfectly, but they cannot copy the soul. They're single-minded, instinctively seeking to increase the number. They're a plague, and the Federation underestimates their threat.
Like white supremacists.
I was actually thinking, exterminate.
Oh.
The X must not leave here. I must destroy them all before the Federation arrives. This station has a self-destruct mechanism. I must use it to destroy the X here and on the planet. I must send them to oblivion. Them, the station,
She said oblivion.
and myself, if I have to.
Serious question. How many times has
I don't know. You have to go back and...
Oh, look, motherfuckers.
Here, you want the rest of this bag? I get
Oblivion!
myself in trouble eating all that.
hatch.
Oblivion! Oblivion!
I have an order to confine you until the ships arrive.
Don't let them do this. Can't you see what will happen, Adam? Adam?
He ruins everything. Adam? Who is Adam?
A friend of mine.
And what would this friend advise you to do now?
He would know that the only way to end this is to start the self-destruct cycle. He'd know how important it is.
Did this Adam care for you? Would he sit in a safe command room and order you to die?
He would understand that some must live and some must die. He knew what it meant. He made that sacrifice once.
So he chose life for you. Our fair warrior, Samus Aran. Your Adam gave his life so that you might keep yours. For the sake of the universe. ... How foolish. ...
How dare you? How could you hope to understand, machine?
You know that detonating this station in high orbit would not guarantee the complete extinction of the X-parasites. Even though the station would be utterly destroyed, you would only succeed in removing the one obstacle to the galaxy's ruin, yourself. You would ignore this simple fact and choose death. When Adam decided who would live, he chose incorrectly. ... If you were to alter the station's orbit, then you might be able to include the planet in the vaporization field. The self-destruct detonation.
Wait, did the machine just tell her how to do it?
You would have to start the propulsion sequence now. Before the Federation arrives. Samus, this is your last mission. Go to the operations room and adjust the station's orbit path to intercept SR-388. Then return to your ship and escape. Move quickly and stay alive. That's an order! Any objections, lady?
So the whole thing is that her previous commanding officer's name was Adam Malkovich.
Right.
Yeah.
And they make some stupid bullshit up at the end, like, oh, I didn't know they uploaded the minds of deceased leaders or, like, commanders and shit.
He doesn't want any more, dear.
Nope.
You don't need to eat any more, dear.
I've eaten what I wanted.
Good.
And he finally, like, he came to his, like, the AI came to his sense and was like, okay, I need to help her do the right thing.
Right.
Because it's the mind of Adam Malkovich.
Yeah.
So they tried pulling it off, and that's who they just conveniently assigned it to. I think it's kind of like a
common.
I wouldn't say even say
fiction.
it's. No, I don't even think it's. I would say it's common. I just think it's kind of the fucking. It fell into place way too smoothly. Like it was
A common.
Convenient.
It's a common science fiction convenience. Happens fairly frequently to move forward a storyline. This is a well-written science fiction, absolutely. For anyone that's thinking that I'm saying anything less, I'm not.
everybody who there's this game series is not very. It's popular, but it doesn't sell very well. Like a lot of the hardcore fans, there's a lot of hardcore fans, but there's a lot of fans of the game that just know about it. Everybody knows what Metroid is. Everybody hears the game, they know immediately. But the problem is that nobody buys the games. They don't buy it enough. It's not like they're fucking Mario or they're Zelda.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong about that.
I mean, Pikmin's had the same problems, but this game is so much fucking bigger than Pikmin, any of the other fucking franchises I can't think of off the top of my head.
I mean, aside from some periodic bad writing, the storyline is spot on.
Well, I mean, everybody's
fairly
own
impressive.
Zelda, Mega Man, Mario. I mean, he's not wrong with what he says.
Oh no, I'm saying it's, but to whoever's watching us, it's not. Aside from some periodic, like you said, that one sentence was super corny. Some periodic bad.
Well, this is also
writing
written back in 2004 or 2002, so
there's definitely a really solid storyline here, and that's good to see, especially in a sci-fi game, because sometimes the storylines are a bit lean in a sci-fi game.
Yeah, or sci-fi, movie. Or
yeah,
show.
And this is a pretty solid, Stay alive, Samus.
and Dread takes place right after this game, so that's why it's such a huge deal, because this game came out 19 years ago. And Dread was
I'm kind of excited to see, like I said, I enjoy watching these. I'm kind of excited to... I don't play this type of game often. Every so often there's one that I really like. We were just talking about one the other day and I can't even remember what it was now. But for the most part,
escape sequence.
Well, you
tend
can't
to
have a
play.
Metroid game without clock counting down. Every second matters. When you're on a slow ass lift.
I know. I was gonna say here's
And
the
the
lift.
timer keeps going.
Yeah, they count this time on the lift.
Well, I mean, in theory, if you have to get out of there in so many minutes, you still would. In reality, would have to deal with the lift.
As long as you're not calling for lift.
That'd take a lot longer than the lift did.
I love the I've said
rendition
this
of it?
throughout the game, just the music that goes along. Yeah,
Oh,
that's how you get down.
I missed the shine spark. Uh-oh, something's destroyed this fucking room.
Uh-oh.
God, what now?
That could be
Uh-oh.
bad. Oh!
Oh, shit.
Oh boy!
That's not good.
Oh God!
Oh!
He's
There-
like jumps
there
at
it
you and
is.
like.
There
Here
it
I-
is. I can't do anything to it. It doesn't work. Oh, ouch.
Well, you're done.
I can
Game's
look up,
over.
but I can't. I can look down. I can look up.
Start the whole game over right now.
How does...
Uh oh, there's the.
Emily, do you know what that is?
No.
It's an Omega Metroid. That's why the X parasite's
I was
attacking
gonna say
it.
the X parasite.
The only reason why the X can't infect it because it's a fucking Metroid. This is the most other than the Queen Metroid. This is the most dangerous Metroid.
Copy. How does it close its mouth, though? I'm sorry, I was so focused on the fact that its teeth do this instead of and I'm trying to figure out how it would
Shit.
bite.
Get up.
Well, when you invite him to the dinner table, you let me know.
No, I'm good.
Well, they didn't make a very good Omega Metroid because those things are usually a lot more tougher.
Well, he wasn't more tougher enough that time.
And there goes the third planet that fucking Samus has destroyed.
If she's coming around, then you may want to
Leave.
move out.
See, she's destroyed Zebes, or Zebus, however you want to
Yeah.
pronounce it. She's destroyed SR-388. You don't have to read this one. She's destroyed Planet Phase in the Metroid Prime series. I mean, you can kind of say she destroyed Dark Aether, but it was a different dimension kind of deal.
I pronounce it Zebes, by the way. That's how
Okay,
I call
yeah,
it.
I mean, I think the proper pronunciation is Zebus. But it was more like Zeb was, if you know what I mean.
Ah!
But no, the entire franchise is written really well.
Oh yeah.
The order of the games are they take place is you have Metroid, the first one on the NES, or Zero Mission, which is the remake of it. Then you have Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. And then, Prime Hunters takes place in between 1 and 2. And then Federation Force takes place after Prime 3. Then you have Metroid 2, or the remake of it, which is Samus Returns on the 3DS.
Uh-huh.
Then you have Super Metroid. Then you have Other M. And then you have Fusion, and then Dread. I never thought I would actually say that in my life. The order of games, and it actually had Dread
Yeah.
in the name of it. So the thing about the game with Metroid Dread, it was announced over, I think it was 15 years ago.
Uh-huh.
No, 16 years ago. It was announced in 17. Holy shit! It was announced in 2004 that it was coming out, and then 2005 came around, and it didn't come out for the DS. Everyone was like, "What the fuck?" It's supposed to
Right.
come out for the DS. And then rumors came back up 2 years later, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, it's coming out again." And Nintendo's like, "No, it's not happening. It's just not working out. We don't know how. We can't. We're not going to say anything else. We scrapped the project." And apparently, they've tried to pick it back up several times since then, and they couldn't figure it out. Well, Mercury's Steam got in touch with Nintendo saying, "Hey, we want to make a remake of Metroid Fusion." And Nintendo ultimately turned them down. Was like, no, we're not doing that. We're gonna do a Metroid. We're gonna do a remake of Metroid 2 because it really needed a remake.
Right.
It was on the Game Boy for fuck's sake.
Right.
So that was what they did with that one. And they did a really fantastic job. After they were done with it, Nintendo was really impressed. And around that time is when they were like, yeah, you're now in charge of doing Dread. You're going to be making
There's
Dread.
the animals.
Did you save the animals back in Zeebs?
I did, yes.
Okay, then you successfully escaped the ship. Sakamoto.
I couldn't let the animals die. Unless I knew they were gonna like kill me later. But
Yamain.
You've seen that terminal
Tomoyoshi.
montage video, right?
Huh?
The Super Metroid one? The speed run?
I have not seen that.
Oh
No.
my god. The Save the Animals one is pretty funny.
I'll have to check that out.
So, like, at the end of the video, when it gets to that point, you can click either kill the animals or save the animals, and it takes you to, like, an unlisted video. It's fucking hilarious. I'll pull that up before we go on to our next game.
Make Isuku.
Honestly, I thought we were going to get a couple more parts out of this, so...
Yamamoto Kenji.
Yeah, he's on here a lot.
Fujiware. No, Fujiwara.
Fuji Takayala.
Fuji Takia.
Takaya or something? I don't know. Takahashi.
Where's
Takahashi.
Fishman at?
Where was Fishman at? Was that...
Mega Man 2 or Mega Man... One of the Mega Man.
Debug, the Super Mario Club. Haha, that's awesome.
Jeff Miller. Hey, another brother of mine.
Leslie Swan.
Tim O'Leary. One dark night when we
Gromby.
were all in bed. Oh, lady.
Don
lady,
Dillinger.
the
Don
lantern
Dillinger. Dillinger's a gun. No, it's a Derringer.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not a gun. How did I know that and you missed it
I
that?
knew it. I just immediately
You-
said something without thinking.
He's testing you.
Don't you ever do that? You just say something.
Yes,
like, oh.
all the time. Oh my god. And then you're like, now I feel like an idiot.
Like, that's a talking device. No, it's a microphone. Look, it's a fish Pokemon. That's a Magikarp. Look, it's a man. Actually, no, it's a woman. I guess we got the quick ending
Yeah, I
Why in the world did we need this?
because
Because
she's a beautiful woman.
you've earned the right. Because if you do a bad job, then you don't get to see
God
much of her.
damn, I only got 35% of the item.
Oh, they should have covered her back up then. That was a suck-ass run there.
Actually, it was a really good quick run.
That is.
You only got 35% of the
So
stuff,
if
though.
you played it as a man, would they give you a man all buff?
No, Samus is a girl.
I know.
It's not Samuel, it's Samus.
It's
No,
not
I mean
Samuel
that's
or-
the thing. Like this brings up an interesting commentary though. Why is it that the
God.
woman is half naked, but if the man wins, he's still there in his?
Well, if you do a good job, you get to see Samuel's
Yeah,
testes then. I don't know.
No, I don't want to see his testes. I just want to see big rippling muscles.
I mean, if you can argue that at the end of Metal Gear Solid, when you're fighting Liquid Snake, your fucking shirt's off.
I'm okay with that. When do you play that?
All you
game?
got is pants and it's boots. That's all you got.
All right. When do I get? When do you guys play that game?
Alright, bye.
Yeah, well, it's time. Fucking Matt.